Oh, what were the talking points? That's right, you had a bunch. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Emmett, you got a PS4 mic working so you can join us or nah? Heck off, Bobbert. At campus right now. 7 at night, you fucking lame ass. I feel you with that one. Damn, we only got 2 people watching so far. It's a rough crowd. This will be one of the fastest podcasts ever.
Why?
So there's only 2 people watching. Normally there's like 8 to 10. A game room or something with a PS4. Oh, his college probably should. Oh, we'll wait another minute. As of right now, only 2 fucking people. Wow. Rough goddamn crowd.
Maybe some people will go back and watch it later.
Yeah, they normally do.
Do I resign a Damacon suit?
Yeah, just tag him again. Well, how many years does he want?
One. He wants one year for 13 mil.
Once it gets to 5:45, we will start. So 20 seconds. So we got Emmett and we got Bobby fucking in this bitch. Oh, we got a third. Oh, wait, that was me making sure it was working. Rip.
No Sim Master, no Sim Master 2 Clock Nick in here.
He lost his game, so he's probably a little mad.
Well, I mean, he might lose his player soon too, so whatever.
I'm sure he'll be watching the stream back, so.
I know. Why do you think as if that's not purposeful?
Eh.
Come on, man.
Hey, Young Money joined us. Now we got more people. Okay, for the few of you
You've
watching
hung money.
and those who decide to go back to watch the stream, welcome to the 11th edition, I guess, of this shindig. Got our homeboy Wonka here joining us. Big Ounce, bringing the swamp.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Or they're apparently division leads, but whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, I understand you'll be chasing it. It'll be something you can't catch, though. So you guys are going to love this. This is just going to be a whole 45 minutes of us shitting on each other about who's leading the division. So.
Well, you can't really argue who's leading the division, but you can't argue who's beat who more times this cycle, and it feels great.
Feels great missing the playoffs. That's funny.
Well, you lose to a team that misses the playoffs, so I'm all good.
It happens. We'll just start
Could
by,
be worse. We could be Bobby, right?
We could be Bobby. That would be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Has the top roster in the entire league, has a losing record.
Literally.
We'll start by just checking in on the league leaders. Deshaun Watson leading the league in yards, but he also has more interceptions than touchdowns, as does Carson Wentz. Fun fact. League leader in touchdown passes.
I think those two have something in common besides that, Brandon. I think you're hitting the stats just a little above the knee there.
Torn ACL McGee.
Because they both suck.
Oh, here's a fun fact. Carson Wentz has more interceptions than Josh Allen.
You mean like 60 interception last season, Josh Allen?
That is correct.
Oh, okay. So does that mean Carson Wentz does in fact suck?
Absolutely.
Okay, just clarifying.
In terms of rushing, Dalvin Cook's leading the league in rushing yards.
Barely.
He's got 80 yards over Todd Gurley.
That's fine.
And he's got the tied for third in rushing touch. Darius Geis has 18 rushing touchdowns. Holy balls.
Yeah, Schle's got
Wentz
two guys
has also
with,
played more games than Josh Allen. Has he, though? One game. And they're going to be a sim.
And what's the difference in interceptions here? Let's see. Carson Wentz 32, Josh Allen
32-29.
Will
Fuller's leading the league in receptions and yards. Curtis Samuel's second in yards.
Who's leading the NFC in receiving?
Curtis Samuel in yards. In touchdowns, it would be Josh Gordon. Man, people let Julio Jones get back up in stats. Tisk, tisk.
Well, it's because Ridley's gone.
That's true. Joey Bosa's leading in sacks. Bruce Irvin has 12 picks on the year. And then Monte Nicholson, the free safety, has 10. So, 2 Redskin players have a combined 22.
Yeah, probably more than all of Bobby's team. Actually, literally, though, let me go check out team stats real quick.
The Patriots have the most punts. Interesting.
My bad. Bobby's entire team has 5 more interceptions than Schle's 2 players combined.
Rip.
But if you look at the other stats, Schley leads the league in interceptions, but only 10 of those have not come from those 2 guys.
Rip. Well, it's just a 2-man show, I guess. Who's leading awards? Mariota is. Newton next. Geis. Preston Smith. Bruce Irvin. Joey Bosa. Freeman, Ryan, Watson, and Barkley. Coach of the Year is Playa, being undefeated. Packers are leading for both Offense and Defensive Rookie of the Years. Redskins are leading for both Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Eagles are 3-7. Holy balls, Bobby. My goodness.
Yeah, that's...
We're going to see which coaches have the most total wins so far. Right now, Play is 24-2.
He's lost
1-1
2
in
games
the
in
playoffs.
fucking... Jesus Christ.
iRob's 20-6. Schley is 20-6. Mad is 20-6. Emmett is 20-5. Browns are 19-7, as are the Chargers and myself. Wheezy and
That means
Nick
I gotta beat...
are...
I'll fucking play Jared this week, too.
Yeah. Wheezy and Nick are 17-9, and Nick is an astounding 4-0 in the playoffs, including a Super Bowl win. And then you are 15-11. Kia's 14-10-1. Eagles almost have a losing record with Jerry Sandusky. We got to get that going better, Bobby. And who has the worst record in the entire league?
Trent.
Tolgs technically has a worse win percentage, but he doesn't count. But it is Trent at 3-23. Shiloh, not much better at 4-22. And then the Bills at 5-20. Matt is 7-18-1.
Hey, there you go, Matt. All right. Absolutely.
Postseason, all those with the playoff wins are the Patriots, Falcons, Redskins, 49ers, Titans, and Texans. That was nice to actually go and look at that.
Curtis Samuel for wide receiver of the year. Woohoo!
Curtis Samuel has definitely been a key player.
Hell yeah. Brandon Cooks who?
Let's go ahead and take a look at these questions.
Will play or lose a game.
The first one was actually, where were the Eagles picking the draft? Welp. That's a great question, Bobby. Hey, we got 6 people watching the stream now. Okay, it's getting a little lit. Everyone's about 7-8 minutes late to the party, but shit getting lit right now. We Gucci. Picks. Right now they're projected 14, but...
Bottom 10.
Let's take a look at the Philadelphia Eagles schedule. Started the year off 2-0. Had a 3-game lose streak.
Yeah, but he beat Matt and Rounder. Ooh.
He beat Matt, Rounder, and Sir Grump. Otherwise, he's lost to the Redskins, a playoff team, the Cowboys, a playoff team, the Vikings, a playoff team, the Bills, who are a joke, the Patriots, a playoff team, the Giants, a playoff team.
The bottom of the league users.
Against playoff teams, he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0-6 against playoff teams this year, and he is 3-1 against non-playoff teams.
He's 3-7 right now, right?
Yeah.
All right, 3-8 versus Emmett.
Yeah,
probably 4-8 versus Dolphins.
Yep.
4-9 versus Giants.
Yep.
5-9 versus Kia.
You think he's gonna beat Kia?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. 4-10 versus Kia.
Okay.
5
Probably
and 10
5
versus,
and 10
versus Turtle.
And 6 and 10 against the Lions.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's hit or miss. Could be 5 or 11 there too.
Nah, I think he'll go 6 and 10. He might even get an upset here. He could go 6 and 10 or 7 and 9. Because he could beat potentially Shokan.
I'm saying 5 and 11, 6 and 10. 6 and 10 is his best.
But that would put him probably right around like 13 to 14. So Bobby, unless he tanks, which he could, I think is going to have about 12 to 14 in the draft. Who will win the NFC North? That is a great freaking question.
Probably Vikings.
It's between Packers and Vikings, so I'm going to go, and Lions, so I'm going to go Vikings, just because if you look at Proto, he's managed
I go
to...
Vikings.
That's what I'm saying, Proto and the Vikings. He's beat the Chargers, huge win. He's beat the Cowboys, huge win. Wait a minute.
Not
Does
only
he only have
Proto a
3
solid
wins on the
user,
year?
he's got a solid roster,
He's got 5.
and he's got one of the best rushing attacks in the NFL right now, which is huge for success. If you got to worry about the fucking run, your pass game's going to get eaten alive, which it normally does anyways, because Madden
Right.
corners can't cover. So I think
We look
Vikings...
at Proto, he's got a little rough stretch. I mean, he had me this week, which was an 8-point loss. He's got Mad next week, which is probably a loss. But, I mean, he's got Packers. That should be a good division rival game. Raiders win, Lions win, Bears win, Pack. So it's going to come down to who wins those Packers-Vikings matchups.
Speaking of that whole easy Raiders win thing, fucking Johnny went from a consistently good user to now the Raiders are struggling.
He was never he was a consistently good Jaguars user. Shokan won a Super Bowl with them. I'm pretty sure almost anyone could have won a Super Bowl with that team. Packers are sitting at 4 wins.
Except apparently Wookie.
But they have the Redskins, Vikings, Chargers, Chiefs, Eagles, Vikings. It's a pretty rough stretch, so I'm going to give the nod to the Vikings. But I'll check the Lions just to see, because they have 4 wins. Raiders, Bears, Giants, Redskins, Vikings, Chargers, Eagles. That's a pretty rough stretch as well. So, yeah, I'll go Vikings. Widge is another you that surprised you with a poor record. I'm pretty sure he's leading their division right, or second in the division right now. He's got 3, 4, 5. He's 6-4 right now. That's not a bad record. And 2 of his losses were on Sims. 3. He's lost 3 games because of a sim. So when he plays games, he's 6-1. So I don't know what's surprising you about Widgy Widge. And this Bears loss should have been a force win Widge, but Wookie forgot.
Fucking Wookie.
He had a bad year 1, though. And he's got down the stretch. He's got Raiders, Chargers, Jags, Chargers, Chiefs, Texans. He's got 4 division games in the last so many weeks. Holy shit. All right, here's the question everyone's been waiting for. What place will Wonka finish in the NFC West?
Second.
You're giving up on winning the division. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying it here first for everyone to hear?
I've already said it already. Fucking Tolk's killed me, but you know what? Doesn't change my plans.
Let's go ahead and take a look at you and Mark, as you and Mark are tied at 6-4. So let's see.
I had a tiebreaker over him, I think.
Let's see who.
I think we played once.
Yeah, you beat him 38-21.
38-21.
Cardinals, he has the Ravens, Browns, Seahawks, Rams, Niners, Saints.
Easy.
So going down the stretch.
I have a tough schedule.
Ravens, Browns, those are toss-ups. Seahawks should be a win. Although he did lose to him, so that's another toss-up. Rams toss-up, 49ers toss-up, Saints win. So he's got a pretty rough schedule. Only one for sure win. And then the Rams coming down the home stretch here for their final few games. After a 3-game lose streak, get back on track with a win against the Steelers. They have the Browns, which is a toss-up. Seahawks should be a win. Ravens toss-up. Cardinals toss-up. Bucks win. 49ers toss. So you have an easier schedule, so I'll go with you. Coming in second.
Let's you
You'll
fuck
probably... Nah, which I shouldn't.
Well, let's take a look at the Bay
I got a
Area
home
schedule.
stretch. I got the Bengals. I got the Cowboys, the Browns, the Panthers.
Bengals are tough. Cowboys are tough. Browns can be tough because Jared's a good user.
I got the free win against
Matt
that
should be a win.
Panthers.
Mark plays you good, and I play you good. So I mean, there's one, two, four out of the last 6 games are not necessarily easy at all.
Nah, no guaranteed wins, but I'll take care of business.
Rob,
Who
Emmett, and I are
most
probably your 3
likely
biggest
go
coming up out of the
first?
6.
So who'll go first in the NFL draft? I think it's going to be the Bills. Honestly, I think it'll be Manny. I don't think Manny's really good, so I'm going to go with Manny.
He's trash.
Like, you look at Tolgs. Tolgs has a really good roster, so he can still get a couple wins if he plays solid. Rounder will win a few games. Bucks, Panthers, they'll all win games. You look at Colts with 3 wins. But
Manny's been in the fantasy draft league for like a week and a half now, and I'm pretty sure he still thinks it's a 32-man league.
Right.
Did you see that Coach 10 just finally asked you again if you're ready to play?
Yeah, I did.
I was like,
I thought that was the funniest thing in the fantasy draft league. In the week 1 scheduling thread, I was like, hi. And he's like, what's up? And I was like, oh, nothing, I guess. Thought that was great. We go over some of the impact trades and free agency moves / draft moves that I've had at some point. Well, since I'm here, I'm just going to go over Josh Gordon being the high-priced receiver coming to San Francisco's first year in, what am I, I'm 7-2? So in 9 games, a little over half a year. Holy crap, his second year, I forgot. I forgot Josh Gordon was really good in 2013. Like, holy shit. Wow. But so far, this year, he's already beat out his last season totals. He's got 880 yards, 50 catches, 8 touchdowns. He averages 88 yards a game, so he's on pace for what? Like 1,310 with like 13 touchdowns, so he's definitely one of those big impact free agent signings. I'd say in terms of impact trades, off the top of my head would be the Rams-Cowboys trade that involved Brandon Cooks. So you got Brandon Cooks going to the Cowboys. The Rams, in return, got Curtis Samuel, who currently is second in the league in yards. He's got 49 catches, 1,000 yards, 6 tubs. On defense, you got Jalen Smith, who, what position is he for you? Is he a right outside backer? Yeah, right outside linebacker. Really solid athletic linebacker who's having a solid year, I'd say. 5 sacks, a pick. And then, who'd you end up, what pick did you get, a second?
Yeah.
And what did that turn into, Josh Allen?
It might have been that guard.
No, Josh Allen was the 4th round.
Let me take a look here. Stats and contracts. Might have been Michael. It's either Michael Dieter or Greg Gaines.
It's probably Gaines.
Not Michael Dieter, because Michael Dieter was drafted 1st round.
What position is Gaines?
And Gaines is D-tackle. Star Dev D-tackle.
Was he the 2nd round pick?
I'm gonna take a look.
I'm looking right now.
No, he's drafted in the 5th round.
Well, whoever your 2nd round pick was, then you got the 2nd round pick out of that. I just don't remember.
Yeah, I can't for the life of me figure it out. Was
it your
Pollard,
corner,
maybe?
Amani, or a Wary, or whatever? Did you take a corner in the 2nd or nah?
I don't know. I'm about to find out. I'm looking at Tony Pollard right now because I know I took a wide receiver. Yeah, Tony Pollard, pick 16. No, pick 16 would be my pick. Probably. Not Emmett.
Yeah. Huh. Oh well.
Tony Pollard.
I think another big free agency mood. Why the fuck did I say mood? Move.
Yeah, it was Tony Pollard, receiver Tony Pollard, who hasn't done shit yet. He had a good preseason and then nothing.
No, it's not bad. Another big free agency move is Big Ben going to New York. single-handedly flipped them to a contender. 16 touchdowns, 12 picks isn't great, but you look at what he had last year, and it's looking pretty smooth right now.
And the fact he's like one of 5 quarterbacks in the league with positive touchdown reception ratio.
Right. And, David Montgomery having a solid rookie campaign for him as well. 400 yards, 6 touchdowns. So those are some of the biggest ones. In-depth look at each playoff. Well, I'm not going to go hella in-depth because that'll take a while. But we'll look at the current playoff picture. In the AFC right now, the Titans would have the 1 seed at 10-0. Chargers would be second at 7-3. Patriots would be the 3rd seed at 6-4. The Bengals, actually the Patriots would be the 4th seed. The Bengals would be the 3rd seed at 7-3. Then the Jets would be the 5th seed. The Texans would be the 6th seed. So your playoff teams would be Titans, Chargers, Pats, Jets, Bengals, Texans. Basically, I believe the exact same as last year, except you sub Jets and Browns out. That's what it's looking. But, close on the trail are the Browns, Broncos, and Ravens, all at 5-5 or 6-4. Out of the AFC, I think Playa is going to end up rolling. We'll have to look at his schedule here in a minute when we go over the question about Playa losing, but yeah, he'll probably lock that up and go back to the AFC. He might win it all. Or not win it all, but win the AFC this year. I don't think Nick's going to have magic this year without Tom Brady. In terms of the NFC, Redskins... Oh, no, I'm 8-2, not 7-2. Redskins lead it at 9-1. The 1 seed, I have the 2 seed at 8-2. Matt has the 3 seed at 8-2. Then who wins? The AFC North. The Vikings at 5-5 have it. That division's a joke. The Cowboys are the 5th seed. Giants are the 6th seed. And then looking out of that wild card spot in are the Cardinals and Rams at 6-4. So overall, it's going to be an interesting race for the NFC down the stretch here. A lot of seeding changes. Most improved regressed user. I'd say most improved is Shokan. So far. I don't know if you have anyone else you think of, but I think it's Shokan.
I think it's Bobby. He's improved to where he belongs.
Now, he's the regressed user.
I don't know. I think he's improving. It's where he belongs. It's more in his natural state.
That's true. I think he's regressing to where he normally should be. I'd agree with that. I won't call it improving for his sake.
Improving his homeostasis.
Well, absolutely. But yeah, those are my two. And they're both in the same division nonetheless. They're basically going to swap places. That's why I changed my name to Bobby Killer. I sent his team packing. What's the next one? Most surprising team so far. Good or bad? Who's the most surprising?
I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't expect Tolgs to go pretty much undefeated, except for the game where 9 people told me I got fucked by Madden. I mean, unvictorious, not undefeated. I mean,
so you
Tolgs
think
isn't
him not
a
really
bad
winning
user.
much? Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
mean,
two.
like literally, his one game. Yes, like I got so many fucking DMs saying like Madden dicked me, but realistically, Tolgs isn't a bad user. So like that one surprised me.
The Bucks surprised me being 2-7 and on a 5-game lose streak. I thought they'd be much better than 2-7. Bobby surprised me being 3-7. I don't think he'd be that bad. And then Mark surprised me being 6-4. I thought he'd be like 7-9, 8-8. And he's on pace right
Mark's
now to
always been a
potentially...
solid user.
He always has, but I didn't think he'd be this good this soon. Next one we got is talk about outlook. What? Talk about draft outlook. Yo, Nick, that is true. The Colts getting 3 wins. That's an improvement right there, but I'm pretty sure 2 of them are off of Sims.
Oh boy, Nixon.
Oh, he's back in action. Told you, people were just a little late to
Oh,
the party.
Nick was too busy, probably 2 clocking.
What do we got? He had Steelers, which was a win. He played Manny and went, okay. And then he had a force win against Widge because Widge no-showed. But yeah, hey, 3 wins is 3 wins, you know. And you know what? The fact that he was like within 25 points to Mad is insane. I would have put like the Falcons favorited by like 40 in that game. So we'll quickly, while I'm on the schedules, we'll see if Playa will lose a game.
He'll lose to Tolgs.
His remaining schedule: Colts, win. Falcons, interesting. We'll come back to that. Texans win. Raiders win. Patriots, interesting. Colts, win.
Basically, Mad's our only hope.
Mad Nick. Well, Nick beat him last year in the playoffs. So Mad and Nick are the only people who probably, because I think he pretty much spanked Wheezy when they played earlier. That was 29-19. That wasn't too bad. So basically, I think he'll beat Wheezy. I don't think you're as strong as you were last year in terms of beating Playa, just simply because you don't have TB12. Maybe you're more dangerous, though, with a mobile quarterback. But... Yeah, I'm going to go Falcons have the best chance. But we'll see. That's going to be... might be the game of the year.
But if you had to predict, does Mad win?
No, I think Playa finishes undefeated. I think he doesn't win the Super Bowl this year, but I think he goes undefeated in the regular season.
I can see it. I think Mad has a chance to beat him, but for some reason I just feel like that's one of the few times Mad gets dicked or something.
I don't think he'll get dicked. I just think Playa will play a great game. Well, now we'll do the draft outlook. I don't care if people, and that's the only thing that sucks is people will see like who I've scouted and kind of the position groups I'm targeting, but I don't give a shit. I'll have everyone scouted, I'm sure. Quarterbacks, you have 5 first-round quarterbacks. So you got teams like the Saints who could use a quarterback are probably going to be able to take one. A team like Denver is going to be able to, take one. Who else has a really fucking old quarterback? Who has old quarterbacks that I'm forgetting? So Saints.
Packers?
Nah, Rodgers won't retire for the cycle. He won't. But a team like the Raiders could nab one. Broncos.
Saints, probably Vikings.
Giants could potentially get one if they aren't sold on what's his dick.
Right. Giants are trash. And there's a slew of mediocre rookie quarterbacks starting too, so.
Right, so either of these 5, if they're solid, and I'm not going to be scouting quarterbacks, but, there's a lot of people here who could potentially be going after, and you got 3 scramblers, too. You got 2 field generals and 3 scramblers, so you got athletic short guys and big slow guys. Running backs, no first-round talent. I haven't scouted running backs. I'm guessing this is going to be a shit class of running backs. There's only 7 total in the entire freaking draft. And you got 3 power backs, so they're probably one's going to have like 89 speed with like 40 acceleration, and the other's going to have an 82 speed with like a 4 acceleration. So they'll be useless. The receiving backs will be useless. So the only chance is if Vintez Sire and then Russell Birdine, whatever, Birdbrain. But he's probably going to have like a 94 speed and an 80 agility. So he'll be useless. Fullbacks I don't care about. Receivers, the top 2 look good. Anton Gratz, 6'4", 240, A spec, B plus release, B catching. Now, if he gets a good combine, and he has like a 4.49 plus or under 40, a sub 4.5 40, he's going to be pretty good. Julius Curlew, A minus short route, B catch, B minus catching. I think he'll be bad because he's probably going to run like a 6'7", 40-yard dash because possession receivers always suck. Other than that, there's a little bit of depth down here in the draft board. I'm in the process of scouting the receivers. Tight ends, no top tight ends, and all the tight ends in the Madden classes are just extremely slow. So there's 18 of them, but none of them will be anything, I'm sure. And O-line, you got basically if you're projected second round and higher, you're probably going in like the first 40 round or first 40 picks. So you got 2 left tackles, 2 left guards, 4 first round centers, 3 right guards, and 2 right tackles.
Well, I am gonna switch them all without asking.
And then complain.
We'll call it the solo Emmett move.
We have a guy with the name Bilbo for any Hobbit and Lord of the Rings fans. Lunar Bilbo. Sherman Manning.
I feel like Nick would be the type of kid to name his kid Bilbo.
Bilbo?
Bilbo Bug.
There's a left end with the name Gilbert Gilbert.
Bilbo Bug.
Emma will like this. There's a guy named Marcus Grayson. Grarkus Mason. There's some solid defensive ends. D tackles, you got 3 first round guys, then you have 4 second round guys.
Fake news.
Brennan, Nick said his 1-year-old son's name is Bo. So close enough.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
There's some good linebackers in the class. I think it's a solid linebacker class. We'll see what the combine grades are. And then you got 6 first-round corners. 3 of them are trash. 3 of them are good. So we'll see. And overall, you got a few decent depth guys. Safeties are okay. So overall, it's an offensive draft class, I think. If you need offense, it'll be your year. But if you're like, I don't really need offense, I need to focus on defense, you're just better off trading that first for an impact player. To be completely earnest.
Earnest, scared, stupid.
We already went over leaders.
Okay, here's something we should talk about on the podcast. The fact that you didn't know who the fuck Stan Lee was. Hello?
I will get to that, actually.
Like, that's ridiculous, Brandon. How?
So, we'll start with
And
Rounder's
you've never
question.
seen The Waterboy, and football's your favorite thing, and Adam Sandler's like your favorite actor. What? Brandon, you're killing me.
I'm killing you, I guess. Favorite Marvel movie and why? I don't know Marvel. I can't tell you what a Marvel movie is.
I don't watch superhero movies. How about I take this one over then, since I'm a fucking superhero
Well,
fan,
isn't Iron Man considered a Marvel movie? So I like the first Iron Man movie.
Yes.
That was okay.
Iron Man is... I would agree, Iron Man 1 is probably one of the best Marvel movies. Personally, I really liked the very first Avengers. It was kind of good before they got all gimmicky. I would say overall mine's still the very first Iron Man. It got everything started off. Good character, great building, and it wasn't just a cheesy-ass fucking superhero movie. I mean, Ragnarok was good, but again, I like the comedy. It's cool and all, but it almost feels too gimmicky at times now. It's lacking a lot of creativity. Thor jokes about his fucking being an almighty god. Someone makes fun of him. No. Hulk gets angry. Fucking everybody wants to bang Scarlet. It gets a little repetitive, but I still love them. But I'd say some of the originals are the best. Avengers 1 and Iron Man original. Yep.
I'm more of a DC guy myself. I just don't care for the only super hero movies I actually watch are Transformers. And those are even getting shitty.
Yeah.
Those are
DC
pretty
movies
shitty.
are trash, Brandon.
I didn't say DC movies. I'm just talking like the characters.
Well, Batman's my favorite character, ever, but fucking... They've redone that 1,000 times. It's the only good DC movie they fucking make. All the Superman ones are dumb. Wonder Woman was decent, but fucking Justice League was a joke.
Yeah.
Batman vs Superman was a joke.
But
Fucking Bobby's a
essentially,
joke.
never really was into comics. I don't think I've ever really read a comic except like the Garfield shit when I was really young. Um,
Yeah, if you want a commission to talk more fucking comics and fucking superhero stuff, it's Emmett and I for sure.
yeah, I'm not a nerd.
Also, Infinity War, overrated. I'll be the first one to say it.
That's enough nerd talk. We'll get back to cool nerd talk with football. Will Derrick Henry and Justin Jackson be the 7,000-yard rushing duo? That's a good question. Let's look at their stats.
Well, if you chew enough clock, they won't be able to make 1,000 yards.
Derrick Henry's got 700 yards. Justin Jackson has 690 yards. Yeah, they'll probably do it. What are they projected to finish? Oh boy,
Probably
maths
better
are
than
hard
Bobby.
right now. 77 basically. So Jackson's on pace for 1,200 yards. Derrick Henry is on pace for 1,400. So I think they'll both finish with 1,000. So, yep, there's your answer. Yes.
I think Gurley will top
Will
14.
Joe Mixon still be MVP despite missing 6 games? Hell no. There ain't no way in hell he's winning any award. No. Will Awuzie and Jordan Lewis both make the Pro Bowl this year? Only because of Bobby's doing, yes, they will both make the Pro Bowl. And they will both make the
Madden,
4th and 1.
because Madden humps Cowboys players.
They'll both make the 4th and 1 All-Pro team. The rise of Shokan and the fall of Bobby. Let's talk about the fall of Bobby. It starts with his quarterback playing Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, I mean, look at his roster. He's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people over a 91 overall. And then he's got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people, 13 people over an 86 overall.
Yeah, he's only got. I mean, there's the Super Bowl roster is always meant to be the best going into Madden, and you literally look at him.
Yep.
I mean,
And he's got one of the
talk about
best
fucking
O-lines
Rams,
in the game. He's got a young rookie elite left tackle, who's going to progress solid. No left guard, a good center, a good right guard, a good right tackle. He's got a solid O-line. He's got a great D-line, who's apparently just getting no pressure. And he's got athletic linebackers. He's got 2 solid corners in Madden.
Doesn't Fletcher Cox have like 18 sacks on the year or some shit though?
Yeah, he's second in the league.
Well,
Or
so he's
does
not
he
getting
lead the
no
league?
pressure from his line.
Yeah, apparently. He just gets it from him, and that's it, I guess. Eagles, Nick, did indeed start extremely overrated. This is what I don't get about how Madden rates people. They love it, and just like everyone's like, oh my god, the Eagles are going to back-to-back Super Bowls. They're going to go on a three-peat. They're going to be the new dynasty, the new Patriots. Yeah, now they're 4-6.
And just lost to the fucking Cowboys.
So, and the rise of Shokan simply is just he has a competent quarterback. How much
Yeah, but
pop
does quarterback really
does
matter when you
Logan
throw
have?
fucking 4 yards?
Yeah, basically, I guess. But Emmett, to answer your question, how much pop does Logan have? He's got a lot of pop. Who is the best and
almost feel
worst
like-
user of the NFC West? I will let Brennan answer that question first.
Well, if you look at head-to-head records and division records, technically the Rams have the greatest division record.
Where do you
So I'm
find that?
gonna
I
stick
don't,
with
I don't
that.
know about that one.
Yeah, I've only lost twice in the division, sir.
This year?
And
Or
I know
total.
total. And I've beaten you fucking twice, so I know you have at least 2.
Yeah, I have 3 because I also lost to Rounder last year. Does it say
there
your
you go.
division record in there? If you go win-loss. It does not. So there's no way to accurately judge it. I'm the best user in there, and I'm going to say Rounder's the worst user in there, but it's a good division overall.
Well, I'm gonna go
You
division
lost.
record.
You lost to Togs. Anything you want to put yourself number one in is gone.
All right, well, I still have fucking a slew of DMs from fucking people telling me I got dicked over, so thank you.
Post those screenshots, homie.
All right.
Who can be given the best chance to win roster-wise and completely screw it up? Well, Bobby, I think, has to be number one. If you can't win with the Eagles, I don't know. Otherwise, I feel you could give Tren 99 at every single position, and he'd still probably not win 5 games.
Ouch. Let's hope Trent doesn't watch the podcast.
Wheezy asked, who is the worst bartender you know? I don't know many bartenders. I don't go to bars a ton.
You try and take a shot at me, Brandon.
I know he was. I know 2 Brennans in my life, and they were both gay. Correlation? Maybe. Who is the biggest dick of the league, and who has the biggest dick of the league?
Well, clearly Togs has the biggest dick, and the biggest fucking dick is probably Rob, because he's a fucking dickhead. I don't know, I'll be the first one here to say it. Whatever.
Wonka throwing shots. The biggest dick in the league
Rob.
is...
Wait, we're talking actual dick now, or we're just talking who's a dick?
Who's a dick?
I don't know, I'm kind of a fucking dick too, so I don't know.
Yeah, probably me. I probably am, because I got the name Hitler, so...
You don't follow your own rules? Yeah, we know. Hitler.
Otherwise, DSK still holds the DSK and what's his dick? Beast mode. Who has the biggest dick? Jeez. Tolgs?
Togs or Wookie.
Oh.
Or, let's be honest, Mar.
Mark? Mark might. He might have one that you need a wheelbarrow.
Like fucking 12-inch dong.
Any new rules or tweaks being discussed for next year? No, not really yet.
Yeah, given an actual competent user, the Eagles.
What's even more funny is Bobby asked that question. No, none that I know right now. I mean, we don't talk about rules. Like, once the trade deadline's over, basically until playoffs, like playoffs is when we'll start to discuss rule changes.
Yeah, it's commiss chat's just a bunch of us talking shit about y'all until the playoffs, pretty much.
Essentially.
From week 8 to playoffs, it's just a bunch of shit talking fest. And usually a couple circle jerks, but, you know. I feel like the only reason Mar hasn't shown up is because of the 12-inch dong.
Bobby said DSK not only is a dick, but he likes those ripe teenage ones, too.
Bobby also asked in the social media thread, which user has the most realistic player stats?
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to like just necessarily just specifically. I'd have to take an in-depth look, but I know overall, I personally do a pretty good job of that because I don't focus on like one guy. Obviously, Gurley's my guy, but fuck, and Samuel is. But like, I spread the ball out a fuck ton. I mean, Samuel, sure, it leads the team, but it's not like he's got like Ridley, Julio type differential in receptions. You know, Brandon has good stats.
He doubles
but,
your next guy.
Fucking Kittle and what?
He doubles your next guy, so I don't think you have any this year.
Not receptions.
I'm talking yards though, because that's about numbers.
I'm talking about usage.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yes, it does. If it's gonna be realistic, it has to do with usage and overall looking at stats and everything. Yeah. I mean, because like Woods' motherfucking red zone guy. I mean, I don't know. It's just the way I play. Like Nick is probably be another one too. I mean, I know he fucking chew clocks and likes to sim shit and claim master sim and bullshit, but realistically, I know Nick doesn't generally focus on one guy. I mean, fuck, he couldn't have if he let fucking Gronk regress. So,
I mean,
I
Gronk's
mean,
got only got 137. Nick, you are killing my boy Gronk. Holy balls.
literally.
Damn. You know, the Panthers actually have pretty realistic stats. DJ Moore has 50 catches for 500 yards. Greg Olsen, 50 for 600. Those are pretty balanced,
Gronk
just
only
in
had
terms of
645
receptions.
yards last year too. What the fuck?
Ravens throw it around nice. It's just tough who has the most like, stats overall as a team.
I'll tell you what. The least, it's not the Falcons. Oh, nope, that's a fact. Not the Falcons
Yeah, I
or the
don't know.
Bengals.
That's tough. I'd need to actually sit down and really dive into it.
I'd say not the Falcons, not the Bengals. Probably not fucking. I don't know.
Worst re-signing value and best re-signing value. Do you want to explain a little bit more, Bobby? Do you mean like free agency or
Well, it's not a re-sign if they're in free agent.
nice? If he's gonna play you in an hour, that'd be dope. You're heading
What?
home now. Nice. There'll be an early advance. Not in season. All right. Well, let's look at the people who have re-signed so far. I think Giovanni Bernard's a bad re-sign. A backup running back having a 5-year, $34 million contract. I think that's pretty shit. I think that's trash, to be honest. Jatavius Brown, 5 years, $41 million is a pretty bad contract too. He's hella undersized. Not a fan of him. Tyreek, 4 years for $55 million is pretty damn bad too.
Tyreek who?
Tyreek Hill. That's a pretty good
Nigga, you
contract.
pay that. Yeah, I was gonna say that's not bad at all.
No,
Pay
no,
that
that's what
man
I'm
his
saying.
money.
Like, that's not bad at all. Like, he got a pretty damn,
Good
like,
deal
right.
for 99 speed receiver with like probably superstar dev or whatever.
Dak to a 5-year, $105 million contract. I don't like that at all. I think that's too much money for Dak. Zeke, 5 years, $53 million is a steal. Can I recommend a? Some dude said, "Can I recommend a pickup?" Bobby said, Ford F-150. Vic Beasley, 4 years, $25 million. That's a solid pickup. Jake Elliott, 6 years, $22 million contract. I'll never pay that much for a kicker in a sim league.
Well then you're not sim, Brandon. You chew clock too much.
Carson Wentz, 5 years, $127 million contract. Oof, that's rough.
Her quarterback throws more interceptions than he does touchdowns.
See, Young Money, this is why it's a bad deal. Deion Jones got a 5-year, $41 million contract, and your guy got a 5-year, $41 million contract.
No, you got screwed, son.
Yannick Ngakoue, 5 years, $62 million. I think that's a little too much maybe for him. Miles Jack though, 5 years, $37 million. I think that's a good one. You all right there, guy?
Press F for Wonka.
Yeah, sorry guys, we're stopping the podcast so Wonka can have a stroke.
Press F for Wonka.
Leonard Williams is a steal. 4 years, $43 million. Robbie Anderson, 4 years, $50 million. Oof, that's rough. What in the fuck? Why do the Lions have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 resigns? Jesus Christ. Okay, so it looks like we will need to edit some of those guys
What?
back. Because apparently, our Lion, he wasn't the CPU for that long, though. Like, there was a replacement right away, wasn't there? Yeah, CPU, that didn't happen.
Yeah, no way that happened because didn't Narwhal literally just retire and then rejoin as the same fucking team?
Yeah, it was literally, yeah, it wasn't even in advance.
Yeah, so no.
We'll have to change some of those. Kenny Clark, 5 years, 60 million is a nice value. James Bradbury, 3 years, 13.1 million. I don't like that at all. I'm not a fan of Bradbury. Austin Hooper, 5 year, 24 million. Not a fan at all.
The only thing I could think of would be the week 11 re-signing of Christian Jones, is because that was the same week he left. But other than that,
It'd only be if it was advanced when he wasn't in. Michael Thomas, 4 years, 58 million is a steal.
oh yeah, they're all re-signing different weeks. Week 4, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7, 11.
I just think that the former user didn't really know how to do it.
Who was the former user?
Look out. He just might not have understood the rule. Mike Gundy apparently just went off on another one of his rants. God, Mike Gundy is he's in a hilarious soundbite. He is a hilarious soundbite for college
Who
football.
is Playas FOF?
I'm a man, Brennan. I'm 40. Come at me. Not these
Brennan,
20-year-old
who is
kids.
Playas FOF?
I'm pretty sure Mariota's one of them.
And who would be his future?
Not sure. You have the doc.
I do, let me pull it up. I should have just posted this a long time ago.
I don't even remember him posting the pictures in the resign.
Who?
The Titans. I don't ever remember him putting the pictures up.
Well, he's okay on resigns because Kevin Byard's his future, so I just had to clarify.
Actually, I think he did. I found him. FOF was Mariota. Yeah, so, nah, he good.
If you,
I found the
yep, I
pictures.
figured. I just wanted to double check.
Um, Last question, which I think is a huge one for anyone who struggles and watches the stream, is what was it? Steps, ways how struggling teams are looking to improve/could improve. I think overall, if you're struggling as a user in Madden in a sim league, how you better yourself is investing the majority of your free agency decisions, draft decisions, etc. around defense and offensive line in a run game. Build a solid run game and defense.
Kia re-signed one too many people.
Did he?
He's got 4 re-signs. He's got Tavon Young, Leonard Williams, Robbie Anderson, and Austin Eckler. And his face of the franchise is Jamal Adams, and his future is Sam Darnold.
You get 4 resigns, remember? 4+1.
Oh, you're right. We didn't change it yet.
No, that's going to be next Madden. But yeah, basically just doing like little things. Being a run first team, having good defensive players that can make plays when you're not using them, and just literally being rascal flats. Don't let people shit on you. If it's not there, check it down.
Well, Bobby's reached his limit of 5. He technically signed 6, but one's a kicker, so it doesn't count.
Other than
Trying to
that,
look at the Chargers.
other than that, if you got questions, post them. Otherwise, it's been an hour, so we can end the podcast. Give people a hot minute.
Damn, I was almost thought Chargers went over too, but they were signing two kickers, and then they have Gordon and Bosa, but they're both faces in future, so that's fine.
No questions. All right. Fourth and One podcast out. See you next week.